Obviously good team win for us. I felt like in the first half, even though we were up by 6, that we did not take away anything that they do well. They're great in transition. They're great driving it, and they're great on the glass. And they did all those three things well in the first half. Fortunately for us, we had a terrific offensive first half that allowed us to be up 6. And then the second half, I thought our defense was better. Started to guard the ball a little bit better. Our transition defense was better. We came up with some big rebounds, key rebounds on some stops. That was better, and that allowed us ultimately to pull away. Thought we got contributions once again from a lot of guys. I've said this is going to be a strength in numbers team. I think the guys are starting to buy into that more now. We're a lot different team than when we started playing our first game December the 12th against Cedarville when it comes to that. Guys are embracing that a little bit more, buying into the team, and we're going to need everybody. Obviously, this is a heck of a stretch. Culminating on this upcoming Tuesday night will be the 5th game in 11 days, and that's a lot of games. So we're trying to manage their bodies as best we can, try to keep them mentally fresh, and see if we can, be ready to play at 5 o'clock on Saturday in Kalamazoo.
What did you say to them about at halftime about their first half defense? Because that's the first thing I noticed. They were shooting 50% at the intermission.
Yeah, I just thought, again, George, we were giving up points in transition. We were letting them drive the ball right down our throat. And then I thought they were getting us on the glass. So we needed to shore up those 3 areas. I thought we were better in all 3 of those areas in the second half.
You love balance in your teams. I think I figured that out by now. But it seems this year it's becoming clear to me that you may actually have a 1-2 scoring punch in CJ and Trimble. Two guys who can take over and dominate the game scoring-wise if needed. You see it that way?
Yeah, obviously when Bryan makes 7 out of 14 threes, that helps us immensely, obviously. And I think the way he complements Cristian, right now there's a lot of eyes on Cristian when he has the ball, and rightly so. And with our spacing and shot making, Macy makes 2 threes in the first half. Bryan makes 7 in the game. We start making threes like that. And Cristian, I thought, made the right play all night long. He had 10 assists tonight. He could have very easily had 15 the way he passed the ball. We missed a couple rolls with Rike where we missed some layups at the rim. We missed a couple wide open threes that he spoon-fed us. And I thought his playmaking ability tonight with the pass really stood out. And obviously, finished with a double-double, 13 points and 10 assists. And then once again, we have 4 guys in double figures, and Cam Reese has 9. The other day he had 8. We're close to getting 5 guys in double figures in a few of these games here recently. And as you said, George, that makes us, I think, more difficult to guard when we have some blend like that and can get contributions offensively from additional guys on top of C-Jack.
I don't think Zips fans are used to seeing the CJ's distribution game like that. How much more dangerous does that make this team when the defense is going to collapse on him and he can just kick it out to you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure. And it's happened now a few times. It happened in the Ohio game where we made 15 threes and he's kicking it out, and thought he did a good job of that the other night in the Bowling Green game. He did a good job of that in the Toledo game. The last 2 big baskets we made to force overtime and win the game against Toledo, he assisted on both those as he drove it. Teams are bringing the house. And so he's more than a willing passer. He's about winning. He's about making the right read. And, I even thought tonight a few times in the second half he started to get more pass-centric when it wasn't there, and I thought he should have shot it a couple times. So he's a very unselfish player that cares about winning first and foremost, plays to win, and tries to make the right play.
Enrique Freeman, a double-double. I think it's his second consecutive. Can you get that kind of production out of him consistently, do you think?
Yeah, because he plays with such great motor, George. Motor's a skill. I told the guys that today about the kid Murray on Central Michigan. I have such great respect for him because of how hard he plays. His motor runs constantly. I thought that I think and know that Rique's motor runs constantly. I mean, what you see with him on game night, I get to witness every day in practice. You know, he never has a bad day. He always competes. His attitude is exemplary. He's always coachable. He's yearning to get better, but he just plays so hard. And because he plays that hard and he's consistent with his effort, it gives him a chance to really impact on the glass. And then as you talked about earlier, from a scoring perspective, and he should have had more tonight. He missed 2 layups on passes from Jackson on rolls. But because we've got shooting out there, plus C-Jack, you know, a lot of times he gets a chance to roll forcefully, catch and finish. And so he'll have those opportunities game in and game out because of who he's playing with and how he complements the other players. So, you know, it's not a surprise to me that he's done that. I see that, you know, quite frequently in practice.
I think that he's getting more and more comfortable, and I know he's a great shooter, so just trying to find him in his spot so he can get the shots off quick, because guys are going to try to pressure him or deny him or things like of that nature. So just trying to find him in his spots where you can get it off quick.
Okay, you know, my camera's off for some reason. Okay, there we go. You guys are known for being balanced.
Mm.
Okay, you know, there was you and there were 4 other guys. You were all in double figures and close to double figures last year.
Mm.
Bryan gives you another guy who can dominate the game that the teams have to plan for. What's that do for you, and how does that help your game?
I think it just takes the pressure off me a lot. Guys have to worry about him, so now his gap is easy to drive, and then I can get a little break on offense. I could take a breather. I know when I give him the ball that he can make a play and put points on the board. So just give me a chance to take a breather and focus more on defense, and I can get more assists that way as well.
Yeah, you're a facilitator or scorer now, man. I don't know anymore. Which do you like best?
Whatever the team needs, whatever's necessary. I've always been able to pass pretty well, but our team hasn't really needed me to pass as much. They needed me to score. So Bryan and those other guys scoring just gives me a chance to pass.
And where did Enrique Freeman come from? I mean, he's giving you a double-double
every night
on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So where's that coming from? And mind you, I appreciate him because he's a Cleveland kid.
Yeah. Just a kid that went under the radar. We found him at the Akron rec. He came to tryouts and he impressed us. In practice, he impressed us last year. And he learned a lot from Dang Riak last year. So just him being able to put that into play, he's been phenomenal for us.
Practice, to be honest, every day we're just, like I said, continuing to try to get better every day. Like I said out last year, so I didn't play. So every day in practice is like, it means something to us. It's just knowing that we need that chemistry and we got to continue to get better at that.
Are you to the point now where when you're looking for him to kick the ball out to you, when he drives in like that? I mean, I'm used to seeing CJ move the ball down the floor and pull up.
Right.
I'm starting to see other things now. Like he's taking that drive to the hoop and kicking the ball out. And like I said, it seems like a level of trust. Is he looking for you? Is that something you guys have worked on?
No, not necessarily. I would just say he's reading the game and he's doing a great job of reading it. He's doing a great job of finding open shooters, and I mean that's just a part of his game he's elevating in right now. Everyone knows he can score the ball at a whole nother level. So I think he's just showing that his game is actually expanded more than just scoring.
You seem to have the ability to take over a game now. And mind you, like you said, you didn't play last year. I'm sorry, I didn't know that about you. But ultimately, how dangerous does it make you guys? And then you throw in somebody like Enrique.
Right.
Putting up double doubles.
Right. It makes us very dangerous. Just knowing that we have more than one guy that's capable of just going off at any moment of the game. It keeps the other team on their heels, and like you just can't let me and CJ see a few go in, because you know once you get us going, it's a movie now.